When I was a young guy in the 70s, I say young guy, I was probably 10 or 12 years old. My cousin had a BMW 2002, and he used to take me and my brothers to school in it. It was always a fun ride, you know. It takes me back to more simple times when I was young. And I always thought it was like the coolest car. And a lot of my friends in high school had, muscle cars and Camaros, and I always really liked the BMW cars. And back then, a lot of folks, some of the guys were like, you want that old, that little German car, so it looks like a lady's car. But I always thought they're really cool, they're really sporty. I always wanted to drive one. And I never drove one until probably 5-6 years ago. I've had every kind of car from Mercedes AMG to BMW M cars, and these old vintage cars just really take you back to a time where things were a lot more simple. The cars themselves are very easy to work and operate, and they're fun to drive, and and the people in the hobby are great, and it's just a fantastic experience to be involved in all this. And I think part of the reasons that I'm really in it and I've continued to grow within the hobby is because, not only because of the cars, but the people themselves have kind of, when we have gatherings and meetings of BMW enthusiasts, just the excitement around it, and you put a new set of wheels in your car and people are always complimentary and everybody's so positive about it and everyone's willing to help you out if there's a problem with your car. It's just really amazing. That is, in a nutshell, I guess kind of a long explanation of why I'm in the hobby and why I'm so passionate about it as well. So it's not only the cars, but it's the people as well. B10 is number 36 of 44 built. There's not another one in North or South America that I know of. And the B7S is number 26 of 33 built, I believe. And there's only 2 in the United States today. I think there's only 9 in the world left. The B10, I believe there's 14 left in the world that are registered today. So they're pretty rare. It's a pretty rare car. There's many people don't even know what an Alpina is. So when they see the car, they think it's a E24 with stickers on it. They don't really realize what it is. But there's a few people that know what they are, and when they see them, they really they take a second look. Especially with the Euro bumpers and everything, they look very different than the US spec cars. Both cars drive very different. The B10 is a beautiful car. It's more refined than the B7S Turbo, but the B7S Turbo is faster on the highway takeoff. The B10 is more of an overall driver's car as far as power and handling, but the B7S Turbo is just like a rocket ship. You can imagine in 1982 stepping on the gas in a car like that's got 333 horsepower. And when that turbo boost kicks in, it's a pretty neat experience. This is an Alpina built car, and they're very thoughtful in their process. It's not just throw a big engine in. It's, they touch everything in the car from the interior, the seats. It's got a dogleg transmission. When you drive the car, it's obvious that you feel that you're in a car that can go much further than maybe you're willing to go. And that's really in my mind. Obviously it's a valuable car. I don't want to wreck the car, but in the back of my mind when I'm driving it, you get this exhilarating feeling that, hey look, I can take anybody on the road, even though the car's 30 years old. The purpose of doing this for me obviously isn't to show off what I have. It's more to, hopefully it would inspire someone else to get in the hobby. Because it'd be great to have more people interested in the brand and in the vintage cars like I am. And we're here for a resource, any way we can help people in the hobby would be great.